All right. Shalom. All right, first off, I want to give all honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, spreading this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Bayash Debadad, the house of David. Men, women, children, listening and learning. To y'all say Shalom. This is Karatazah out of Men of Valor, Las Vegas camp. Okay. Back with a lesson today. It's going to be called a solid foundation. Because we, the brothers in this truth, the prophets, and, the elect, we need a solid foundation, to survive in this thing, to withstand, the wiles of the devil, to withstand this hell, to make the right choices, when these trials come our way, that temptation. When that temptation hit, when Jacob's trouble, turns up, we're gonna need these scriptures, and the knowledge of the scriptures to help us, to gain that wisdom to help us maneuver correctly. Okay? So we're going to start off in the book of Matthew 7:24, where Yahweh speaks about a house being built on rock and a house being built on sand. And we know that Yahweh is our rock. Okay? So this is Matthew 7:24. And it reads, sorry, let me put this on do not disturb so I don't get anything, nobody messing up this lesson. Slakia. So Matthew 7:24, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. All right, because first you have to hear the word. And to first hear the word, you have to shut up and listen. That's why Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai made us with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Man. For that reason, because it's more important to hear than to speak. Okay? So a wise man that built his house upon a rock. Verse 25, and rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house. And it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Okay? So that rock, Yahweh Shai being, which is, ultimately the word. Because it's, in the book of John, it says Yahweh Shai is the word. Okay? So the word, the spirit, the scriptures, man, of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, we need to have that foundation. We need to be rooted in this thing so we don't get blown away, by temptation. What is the devil? The devil is Satan is prince of the air, right? So when the winds blew, that's the devil. That's temptation. That's all that shit, that folly that that the devil is trying to get you caught up in. All right? For this world is polluted with wickedness. Okay? Verse 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. Okay, the foolish man builds his house upon sand. All right? Because in that sand, being unstable. You ever see, those houses out in California that built on those cliffs? What happens when it rains too bad out there? They get a mudslide. They lose, tons of houses. They've lost tons of houses like that. And it's ridiculous, right? Because they don't have that strong foundation. Well, you don't want to be like that house in that mudslide. Okay. So now's the time, before the day of judgment, to be girding yourself up in this word, to be building yourself up, so you can call upon, so you could gain favor in the sight of the Lord, so you could call upon His name, and He listened to you, and He put that hedge of protection over you. All right, verse 27. And rain descended, and floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. Okay. So you brothers out there that aren't, fully in this thing, are neither hot nor cold, you halfway, crooks, because there ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, right? But you halfway Israelites, that you only fringe wearing Israelites, but doing things on the Sabbath that you're not supposed to. Yeah, y'all gotta gird up in this truth with the full doctrine, the doctrine of GMS. All right, because through the Spirit, that's the only one that's right, and we know that because through the fruit, through the works, through things that are being done by the apostles on down, rebuke, reprove, and breaking down the scriptures correctly. All right, that's our solid rock. And think about, the rock. Who is the rock? Peter. Besides Yahushai, you have the elect, which is likened unto living stones. Okay, and then Peter, whose name actually means rock, and who's the start of the rebuilding of the church. Okay. So we and that's King David. Okay, because King David will lead the whole nation under Yahushai. But we want to be rooted in these scriptures. Otherwise, and how to get rooted, you have to start from the beginning. That's more so what this lesson is about. Is not forgetting. Oh, wow, this app is tweaking. Is not forgetting the basics, the foundation. That was a spirit too, that I put my phone on silent, because right after I put it on silent, on Do Not Disturb, I seen a little phone call going on. That's neither here nor there. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, so you don't have the spirit on you to or the humility to shut up and listen, for your benefit. What you have nothing to gain here. You have nothing to gain from the prophets on the street, because you're too busy trying to tell them what you think is right. So somebody like that can never be taught nothing. This is Isaiah 28:9. It says, "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, except precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little." All right, so if you don't understand this and understand how to read the scriptures first and foremost, you're never going to get the correct understanding. You're never going to get the correct breakdown. All right? You got to be willing to humble yourself down and be retaught. As it says in Hebrews 5:12. Okay. Sorry, just gonna put that over there. I think that was messing it up. Alright, so we're gonna go to what was it? 1 Corinthians 3:2. It is 1 Corinthians 3:2. It says, I have fed you with milk and not with meat. For hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able to. Okay, because when in the beginning, we have to get that milk, that basic knowledge, the easy stuff to swallow and digest it. All right, just as a baby, And if you don't start from the beginning and just try to dive into deep topics, you're going to break them down wrong. You're not going to get the full understanding, or you can't digest those mysteries, how they're supposed to be. That the measure, you have to go by your measure. And Yahweh Shai bless every man, with their own measure, okay? So if it's not in your lot, hey, if you can receive the mysteries, that's good enough for you. Everybody is exactly where they're supposed to be in this truth, through the will and power of Yahweh Shai. So, be the best you. Don't try to go outside of your boundaries. Try to stay, as they say, stay in your own lane. But always striving, having that hunger. It's a balance. You got to have the hunger and motivation to bring out more, but you got to be able to know when you're doing too much. Be able to pull back a little bit. It's that balance. Okay, but that meat, that strong meat is the mysteries, the deep, dark, the deep sayings, those parables, and you gotta be, there's things above my level, and there's things that I can understand, and it's, the Wadi Yahweh Shai for opening up the truth to me and whatever I can digest, and keep on feeding me when that time comes. I think it's 1 and 2. Or did I write the wrong precept down? I should have had this. Let me go here. Let's try 1 Peter 2 and 2. Come. 1 Peter 2 and 2 says, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. All right, and this is why we were fed with milk. Milk precepts, topics that, you can digest and understand before moving on to that meat or strong meat, Because we have to grow. That's the main thing. And this truth, where it's constant growth. Okay, so you can build yourself up. And we're all being built up, for salvation. Lord willing, we be of that number. Okay, so the trials and errors, the trial by fire that we live through daily, we're getting refurbished. Not refurbished, refined into a spiritual vessel instead of this carnal flesh. We're getting refined into that true image of Yahweh Shai, of the powers. Okay, but this is going to be key, man. That milk is so important, because that's you need that knowledge and wisdom of the milk to move on, to move forward. And that knowledge and wisdom is going to save you in those times, man. So don't be afraid, to or and go back to what you were studying earlier when you first came into to this truth, because you always needed a refresher. All right, I'm just gonna quote Isaiah 33 and 6. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Okay, so that's what we're gonna fall back on, to be for our salvation. Okay, because we're coming in trying times. This is Revelation 12. And 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And we're seeing the start of that. And, this is the year of the turnip, so it's just going to keep on increasing. Lord willing, because we, through the Spirit, we almost out of here. And we want to, continue to pray, for our deliverance. Continue to pray, Yahweh Shem Yahshai delivers us out of this hell, and hastening for that day. All right, but we gotta get this milk, build up in the truth, spiritually, grow in wisdom, so we can be protected. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So that wrath, that's temptation, that's the MOTB, that's all this other sin, that surrounds us. So we got to put on that whole armor. What's the whole armor? Is the word of truth. These precepts, the whole Bible is our armor. Prayer, that's our armor. Okay, the wiles of the devil is that wickedness, that pollution, that all those things that are ungodly, false doctrine. These women. All right. And have faith. Faith is the most important thing. If you don't know how to build up your faith, then you can never, then you won't be able to gain salvation. Our faith is that Yahweh Shai is going to come and deliver us. Our faith is that our work is being seen. We have faith that we are the elect. And Lord willing, we are through our work. And that we are predestinated for this. And this is a big faith booster right here. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, shall lift up a standard against him. That standard being lifted up is going to be the elect, that spiritual power to get us out of that room when our back's up against the wall. At the right time. Let me see this. One second. I had a good closing scripture that's in the book of Sirach. Here we go. See, they're going to be in Sirach 36. And then after I get this, we just going to close out. Let me see, I'll just pull it up here. I don't know what's going on with that. I had, I had changed my browser to, what's that called? DuckDuckGo, because, Google censors a lot of stuff. And so if you want, like, article information, one of the brothers told me to, good articles and, news information that Google censors, you go to, use a DuckDuckGo search engine. It kind of helps out, but like when you want to Google like a restaurant or something, something of this world, it's best to use Google. But regular scriptures, it kind of has a hard time for me looking up. Let's see. See if I can find it real quick. want to say it's in 29. Nope. It's not in 36 either. Was it 33? Slakia for the wait. You know, when a scripture pops up in your it's like mercy at the right time, pretty much. Do this. Slakia. I can't find it. So let me try one more thing. Mercy. God, that's what it is. It's Sirach 35 and 20. Let me pull it up. It says, mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of a drought. All right, and you know that's that mercy going back into the the wiles, you know, when the enemy comes as a flood, Yahweh is going to lift up a standard, okay? That's going to be that mercy right on time. When, how the elect's going to be saved from the missiles right before that they hit Babylon the Great. You know, the elect's going to get beamed up in them chariots. That's mercy right on time. Like when it's, and picture that, a drought, you know, this famine, you know, the Lord is going to feed you. You know, some of you might feel like you're not going to make it no more. But the elect going to have that faith that, you know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to feed us. And he's going to feed you right on time, right when it's necessary. Okay? And we got to have the faith to believe that. All right, so with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. You know, I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. To Bayashadabadah, the house of David. Men, women, and children listening and learning to you, I say Shalom. Wa Abal Babal. Brak Kal Akyam.